I want to thank everybody for coming out today. We are very excited to be able to present this album to our close friends and family. The first record is titled Get Rest. Pretty self-explanatory.
Get Rest, as my bros say. This song was a record. It was a mirror record for me. I was talking to myself. So that's what's special about it. But here we go.
We gotta take it back to the underground, man, the basics.
Being up on the grind, bout some time for you to get rest. Being up on the grind, bout some time for you to get rest. Being up on the grind, bout some time for you to get rest. Being up on the grind, bout some time for you to get rest.
What I see, what I find, what I hear all the time. No days off, gotta eat, gotta be on your grind. That will cause a lot of stress, robbing you from your best. Down the line, you will crash, so you need to get rest, to refresh, to recharge, just to see where you are with your health, with your life, just so you make it far. Yeah, I know there's a fear in your mind about this here. If you stop for a sec, you will be in the rear.
Sorry we had to start it with that. But the crazy fun fact about that record was when I produced it, there was some music I produced for it that was actually for a movie score. And so I ended up chopping that up and sampling that into the beat that I made with that. That's a fun fact. But the next record we are going to is called Help.
Always out there giving help, but not so good at taking it. People would assume I'm great, but half the time I'm faking it. Never wanna reach out even when I'm barely making it. Try to fix it on my own, but most of the time I'm breaking it. Didn't wanna be the type that's looking for a handout. It's hard to look at what you got instead of what you go without. I'm hiding how I feel instead of saying what it be about. I end up in the same place even when I take a different route. I tell them that I'm good, I'ma have to hit you later. I be keeping to myself even when I need a favor. I be acting like it's minor even if it's really major. Yeah, it be sounding good until I write it down on paper.
How's everybody feeling so far? We're gonna do a temperature check. All right, so this next one is called Near Me. The hook is pretty much explaining, the only time we get it right is because it's Jesus near us. It's not within our, it's usually not because of us a lot of times. So that's what this really hit on. This track is also featuring Dale. So shout out to Dale. This record's called Near Me.
Get it right, 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 get it right.
When I keep cooler, don't cut tougher when I'm keeping the peace. When I do good, all credit would go to the Jesus in me. Cause if he wasn't in my life, I would be living off track. By doing right with the wrong motives just to keep it a stack. Retaliating back at folks that almost left me for dead. Leave people hurt cause all the bad stuff about me that they said. So nowadays when I will follow when my vision is dim, it's only when I'm stubborn, when I'm not dependent on him. You see, the reason I pray I'm talking every day, because I need him every step of the way. Without that I can lose sight on where to go. Also lose sight on him when I need to grow.
The next track is the title track of the album called Hey Mayne. And this record was awesome to do. I think the special thing on this record, we got our dude Project Pat on here. So we had to, do what it do, connect, had to hit him. By the grace of God, he hit back, and here we are. So this is something that's deep for us, man. Just for anybody out there, before they make that decision or that consequence, it's like a hey, man. It's like a tap on your shoulder, like a warning. And just saying, hey, man, you do this, it can turn out this way. So it's just a warning record. Just saying, hey, man.
Retaliation on your mind, now you got a plan, man. Do you really wanna be stripped away from your fam, man? One choice can change your whole direction kinda fast, man. Minutes can turn into years right behind the glass, man. Now your freedom stripped, feeling like a real fool, man. People in the streets saying you's a real dude, man. Even with that being said, it doesn't sit right, man. It don't compare to you missing out on your kid's life.
All right, so we're gonna keep it moving forward. Next record's called Like That. This is the record that features Louis, and he's on the hook of this record. So he's the background vocal behind Lang, just so you guys are aware of where he's at on the record. And we're gonna keep it moving forward, but this record's called Like That.
I love it.
If the last time that you spoke to me has been over a year, are you really that concerned or just making sure I'm here? If you're in the area, do you stop to say hi? Tell me how close you live, how often do you drive by? Acting like we good friends, but really never knowing me. Telling me what I should do the next time you approaching me. If we never talk, then you should not be coaching me. Are you trying to connect or are you out here poaching me? Do you have my number, but only ever call when you asking for a favor? Or is it not at all? Before you go to say what's up, look at how you treat me. I hope you know that reflects when you go to greet me. It's okay, I understand why you weren't aware. Just don't start asking questions, acting like you care. If every time I fell apart, you was never there, then don't be all up in my face expecting me to share, man.
Out of nowhere, you be tryna come around. It be very random, it be out of bounds. Acting buddy now, like I got a million. Let's keep it honest and keep it 1 trillion.
Man, next record, any goal, anything you trying to achieve, you know, you gotta want it for yourself, and we gonna lay it like that.
You gotta want it for yourself, want it for yourself. You gotta want it for yourself, want it for yourself. Want it for yourself, want it for yourself. You gotta want it for yourself, want it for yourself. Want it for yourself, want it for yourself. You gotta want it for yourself, want it for yourself. Want it for yourself, want it for yourself. You gotta want it for yourself, want it for yourself.
On the practical, simply is up to you. More than just what you say, it's really about what you do. We can sound good on the ideas we might sing into being comfortable, just saying the right things. Feel good about ourselves just to impress others. Going back to doing nothing right after the words we uttered. Doing nothing has you stay in defeat. There's a time to pray with our hands and pray with our feet.
So this next record is called On the Real. Definitely one of our favorites on the project. We on track 8 so far, so just so you guys know, we about halfway through. It's a 16-track project. Intro and outro, 14 records.
Off top, on the real, different view, shedding light, instead of proving haters wrong. Let's prove our supporters right. Off top, on the real, different view, shedding light, instead of proving haters wrong. Let's prove our supporters right. Yeah, I understand you dealing with these haters, man. Don't get lost up in that sauce, yeah, I'ma make it plain. To the point that your priorities is out of order. Focus on the haters, overlooking your supporters. Wasting time online, fussing with these strangers. It'll mess up your mental space and it'll drain you. It can throw you off your goals, it can interfere it. Haters ain't the ones that's hurting you, it should hear it. Spending all that time calling out the fake ones. Use that energy to celebrate your day ones. Don't be focused on the perpetrators and the goners. Let you overlook the ones that's always in your corner.
This next track is called Recovery. This track is definitely a personal thing with me. For those of you who aren't aware, I was injured a couple years ago, and I've been dealing with a shoulder injury, and this verse is definitely related to that. But it's really hitting on anybody who struggles with anything that they're trying to recover from. Without much more to say about it, this track's called Recovery.
Yeah, we gotta keep it going and we gotta keep it pushing. That's why we gotta do it right no matter who be looking. People out here fishing so they wanna stick the hook in. Looking young, feeling old, all the time it's taken. Sorry, I mean taking. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, I might just be mistaken. In my past that had me shaking. We gotta be ourselves no matter what we raking. And we wasting all this time with all the stuff that we be chasing.
Yo, so hey, that was Recovery. It was deep, so next record, we're gonna lighten up the load a little bit. This record actually is my theme music. So when people ask me, what I do. I wouldn't say it's this is just the mood I'm always in a lot of times, and I haven't always been like this, but yeah, sometimes when things go crazy, things go how they go. This next record is called Keep It Chill. As you can see, I'm chilling. So just thankful to be here, thankful to be alive, and thankful to spend it with people I love to life. So the next record is called Keep It Chill.
On the low, on the real, letting y'all know the deal. On the tuck, on the field, overall I keep it chill. On the low, on the real, letting y'all know the deal. On the tuck, on the field, overall I keep it chill. On the low, on the real, letting y'all know the deal. On the tuck, on the field, overall I keep it chill. On the low, on the real, letting y'all know the deal. On the tuck, on the field, overall I keep
As I'm
it chill.
getting older, man, a lot of things is changing. Comparing when I was young to nowadays, is rearranging. My body functioning different now, I'm not moving as quickly. Things I did when I was younger, all of it just caught up with me. I catch myself like, yo, my parents used to say this. I don't mind cancel plans, cause I'd rather stay in. I tried to be out late, now but man, I cannot hang. I be thinking about my bed to get some sleep, it's not the same. I used to run around, very hyper, very eager. Thought I knew it all as I'm running with my people. Till it got real, shook me up like a seizure. Nowadays I'm chilling, laid back is my demeanor. I'm thankful for just life in my fam, it's a blessing, man. I ain't got time to play tougher to be flexing. My voice got higher, you can tell that I'm not playing. I ain't got nothing to prove, I be cool and I'm just saying.
So Safe Space is track number 11 on the project. Shout out to the record. It's been doing really good on YouTube, so we've been very pleased with that. I think we had like 4,000 views in the first week, so we were shocked by that. So to everybody who shared it, and everybody who peeped it, big thank you for that. It was very dope to be able to see, and this message in the song we felt like was super important. Shout out to Joseph and Jay and just everybody who was able to make the video shoot. It was a very dope experience. Once again, Safe Space, we're gonna keep it moving.
Being a man in this world is a different dealing. Have a lot of different layers like an onion peeling. Telling us to open up more to keep it real. Then they call us soft when we tell our real feelings. Telling us to be strong instead of letting us grieve. Being stabbed in the heart and being told to not bleed. Unresolved pain and hurt, it will stack up and build to the point we explode on people that we will see. Or because we got told things that hit us deep. Like real men don't cry, and if we're due we're weak, and I bet that there for other words that's a lie. Cause ain't no shame in shedding tears, there's a time to weep. We gotta let it out, it gotta take place. No judgment, just empathy, straight grace. When we open up to one another just as men, a lot of healing can be done in a safe space.
Yeah, as my little bro say, that record was from the heart. That was from a real place, and it was something that we had to hit on. So I'm gonna give a shout out to LS Music, aka Louis, once again. That was on the previous record. He also shot and edited the video, and he did an awesome-tastic job. And as my little bro say, it's catching on fire, man. We just thankful for it. We just want the message to get out there. But the next record we have is called What I'm On. And, it's a faith record. It's from my heart. On this album, we ain't holding back on whatever the content is.
Giving all of the praise to the Lord, that's what I'm on. Giving all of the praise to the Lord, that's what I'm on. Giving all of the praise to the Lord, that's what I'm on. Giving all of the praise to the Lord, that's what I'm on.
If there ever comes a time that you really wanna get up, you can call on Jesus and just know that he will pick up. Instead of bleeding out every time that you get cut, or trying to find a way out every time you get stuck. What you call a hiccup has lasted for some years. Life could've brought you joy, instead it brought you tears, dripping down your face, filling you with fear. Now living in God's grace is the reason that I'm here. Yeah, he's been walking with me patiently every day, steering me toward himself until he ripped my flesh away. We say we do a lot, but how often do we pray? When it's time for us to go, will we try to stay?
We gonna keep it on that tone, but in another direction. And also to give y'all a warning with the CD, when y'all play it in your car and your rides, it's a lot of bass. It's gonna hit.
I'ma just let this all be known. I don't play no game. I'ma get to this on the fly. Man, I gotta make it plain. I'ma just let it all be known. You know I don't play no game. I'ma get to this on the fly. Man, I gotta make it plain. I'ma just let it all be known. You know I don't play no game. I'ma get to this on the fly. Man, I gotta make it plain. I'ma just let it all be known. You know I don't play no game. I'ma get to this on the fly. Man, I gotta make it plain.
Tell me where it all goes, tell me where it all is. I don't even wanna talk to you unless you one of my friends. Yeah, I spent my whole life going in the wrong direction. Still I'm living proof that God can make corrections. Excuse me for complexion, nah, this is who I am. Making all these records wasn't ever in my plans. So if you in the streets, don't let me catch you posting. Cause if I ever do, you gon' be the one I'm roasting. Keep thinking that you run the game, making all that bread, but really you just working for the government instead. I almost lost my mind, man, I could've lost my head. I was laying on that concrete, thinking I was in bed.
So hopefully y'all still vibing with us. Make some noise if you are. So we got 2 more records. The next record is the last featured record. Lavender, aka Greg, is on this record. He's on the hook. It's a dope record. The title of the record is called In Flight. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do.
Have you ever woke up from a dream that really had you heated? Have you ever got mistreated, later felt that was needed? If we never learn, then the past to get repeated. Have you ever tried to help a person, then the purpose got defeated? Where they had me seated, only lasted for a season. It go hard to fall in line, I guess that be the reason. Who you think you kidding, yeah, who you think you teasing? What's the point of lending hands if we never reaching? What is it we teaching if we flying in our ego? It's hard to hide behind the curtain with the places we go. Even if I air them out, it doesn't change what we know. People out here living foul, thinking it's a free throw. This is not a free show, nor is it an invite. Things be always starting good, but never seem to end right. I had to try to open up just to give some insight, cause it's hard to see you gonna crash, especially when you in flight.
Have you been stretched too thin? Patience gone, people lacking discipline. Say one thing, mean another. You too, or am I the only one?
This last record, Cautionary Tale, it's definitely the send-off record. It's Lank on the hook and me on all 3 verses. This record's very personal to me. One of those where, like, if you're gonna write your story, be the person who write it. Don't let somebody write it for you. The title of this record is called More to Me. So there's more to me than some people know. I appreciate you guys for coming out, and we're gonna keep it moving.
If it wasn't for His grace, then it would've went another way. It's hard for me to talk when I didn't know what to say. I grew up in the hustle and I try to take it day by day. Caught up in the game that no one ever wanna play. I was on my own, still thinking I was good. I was just a kid doing stuff that no one should. Everything I used to do, no one understood. So I kept on breaking down till Jesus popped the hood. Posted on the block, fresh from getting locked. They could see me now, man, I know that they be shocked. I started living in a tent, running from the cops, and I had to turn myself in just so it could stop.
I don't look like what I've been through, man, that's God's grace. I don't look like what I've been through, man, that's God's grace. I don't look like what I've been through, man, that's God's grace. I don't look like what I've been through, man, that's God's grace. Hey, there's more to me than what you see. Hey, there's more to me than what you see.
And there you have it, Laquan Mitchell, Hey Mayne album. So this project, man, we just want to thank, LS Music, a.k.a. Louie, Lavender with the period at the end, a.k.a. Greg Santee, you know what I'm saying, Dale Jocketing, you know what I mean, and then the big homie Project Pat for just being a part of this album. Like we said on the song, the On the Real, man, it's a beautiful thing not only to have people love you for what you do, but just love you for who you are. We've been through a lot together, seen a lot together, talked through a lot together. So when it comes to this music, that's an outpouring of that, of us building the 8 years.
It took 2 years to make this album, and every single song was created from hours of conversation, hours of me and him talking to even come up with a concept. Content's one thing, and concepts are one thing, but we definitely wanted to come out with our original sound, where when you heard our music, it wasn't the same as everybody else's. It was different.